Here's your Farm and Ranch Report from the Montana Ag Network.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. It's time for this morning's Farm and Ranch News. Well, as farmers and ranchers experience a depressed ag economy, along with a tough summer with storms destroying crops across much of the state this past 2019 has been tough, and this weekend's early fall snowstorm is just another blow to the hardworking families out in the countryside. Many ranchers were out in the hills gathering cattle before the storm hit. Rancher Gene Curry had cattle grazing near Browning, while his crew was able to round cattle up and get them to their home place near Valier. They, like many others, found themselves with cattle still out in the hills after the storm that needed caring for.
We were able to get feed up to them this afternoon. We took a big front wheel assist tractor and bale processor and hauled some hay up. The highway is bare, but that's the only thing that's bare. There's a few of the ridges that blew off enough so the snow's probably only a foot or so deep on them. But there's basically no grass showing. We those cows that we moved home Friday, we trailed through a pasture that hasn't had anything in it, and it's got a lot of tame grass. That was up above the cows' bellies, that grass, and that field is plumb white. You can't see any grass in it.
With the fall harvest still in full swing, the Currys and other producers in the area know there will not be much to salvage out in the field once the snow melts.
It flattened the crops. We still have some wheat and a little bit of malt barley, and I'm pretty sure by the time this is over, the malt barley won't be malt barley anymore. It'll probably sprout. It was standing, and it's pretty well flat. And by the time this is over, it'll be flat on the ground, and so will the wheat. And there's a fair amount of wheat around. A lot of the dry land got cut, but there's a fair amount of the irrigated that's still out.
Figures on how many cattle may have been lost in the severe fall snowstorm are still up in the air, as the number of acres of crops that were snowed over as well are still undetermined. We will continue to share more on this storm's aftermath here on the Montana Ag Network. Don't go too far, we'll have more coming up next.
Roots, they anchor CHS to Montana. CHS is your partner for feed, for fuel, for agronomy, for grain. CHS is the largest agricultural cooperative in the world. CHS leads because our owners know this land and know how to make the most of this modern farming world. CHS is your cooperative. CHS, creating connections to empower agriculture.
Get ready for fall with this exclusive Cooper Tire offer only from Tire-Rama. Buy a set of qualifying Cooper tires between September 9th and October 19th and receive up to a $100 rebate instantly. Choose from a wide selection of Cooper tires, including the Discoverer SRX, ST Max, STT Pro, and AT3 line, as well as a highly rated CS5. Roll into fall with a new set of Coopers and an extra $100 in your pocket. Visit your neighborhood Tire-Rama or TireRama.com today for more details.
Returning back this morning, no one will argue with the fact that the weather has been difficult for producers this year. From a slow start in the spring up till now, it's been a long year. In Montana's spring wheat harvest, it's just 84% complete, behind the 5-year average of 97%, a trend we are seeing nationwide.
Similar picture with spring wheat, a real struggle to finish things off given the wet, cold, and sometimes snowy weather. Spring wheat harvest 90% complete on September 29th. 5-year average 99%. Last year we were done at this time. Still a lot of the crop left out there in Montana. Unfortunately, 84% complete on the harvest there, 89% complete in North Dakota.
Now for the 2020 winter wheat crop, winter wheat planting is at 40% complete, behind the 5-year average of 56% here in the state, while the harvesting of corn for silage is at 47%, behind the 5-year pace of 76%. Friends, that's all the time we have for this morning's Farm and Ranch News. Have a great day.